Hi, my name is Zachariah, and I feel it's time for me to share what I've been learning and experiencing with the world. Around 2008, I was inspired to go deep into the experience of meditation, and what I quickly found was that I could reach a point of still point of non-thought, and then I felt spacious inside, and I started receiving guidance. And I started trying to find out, where's this guidance coming from? Who is this? Is this me? Is this something else? And eventually was drawn to the concept of a higher self. And then I began to learn I can trust in my higher self and start asking it any questions, and it will always give me the right answer. It's a place I can go to always get clarity on whatever's happening in my world. So once I started my inner dialogue with my higher self, I began to naturally do these deep breathing um, exercises that my higher self and my guides were teaching me. And over the last few years, I've been learning as much as I can about breath, and I'm ready to start teaching these breathing techniques and what I've learned about the higher self and the guides and the forces of light and the forces of darkness. So what I want you to know is that you need to make sure when you begin this practice to stay safe. So the way the forces of light work is that they will help you when you ask them to help. They respect your free will, and they will only come in when you give them permission to. Dark forces don't work that way. They are going to try to get in and manipulate you and tell you um, things, and you'll soon learn discernment on what forces of light feel like and what forces of darkness feel like. And there's forces in between that are just, you know, either in between the light and the dark. But you really want to start this practice with calling in your guides, inviting them in, and having them create a safe space around you. So you're inviting in all beings of pure light. You're inviting in your higher self, your guardian angels, and your guides, your spirit guides, and also your ancestors, which can fit into all those categories. So what you want to do is trust that you will be protected, and learn that your higher self will always have the right guidance for you. So if you've never talked to your higher self, what you need to do is take some time, close your eyes, and use your inside voice and say, higher self, I'm ready to meet you. And if you can do an inner dialogue, great. Go for it. Take the time to practice that. If you have trouble speaking inside and hearing things, you can practice with writing. So you can write a question on the page and then listen for the answer, or let your body kind of write it naturally. Just kind of, it's about trusting and relaxing. But trust that when you call on your higher self must answer. There can't be anyone else to come in the way of you and your higher self. So it's a very sacred bond and part of creation that everyone needs to know about, that we're multidimensional beings, that we have many parts of ourselves living in many different dimensions. And when we're fully integrated with all parts of ourselves, we become whole and very powerful. And so that's what this is all about. I'm really wanting humanity to wake up to this multidimensional self and to start breathing in source energy through their higher self, and then eventually, once they've cleared their body, then embody their higher self, and then we can walk in the higher dimensions on earth, living in new earth, this new heaven on earth, this higher dimension of pure love and unity consciousness, where we're able to feel what other people are feeling, know what they're thinking, be able to talk to them inside, send them messages. It's called telepathy in a way, but it works through the higher self. And that's the big thing, is that there's this hierarchy. So you talk to your higher self up, and it goes into the collective consciousness field where the other higher selves live. Then they translate that back down into the other person's body. So it's a very, very real experience, and I look forward to hearing from you once you've learned to breathe source light and embody your higher self. I'm so excited for you.